the middle of a winter storm. Winter storm, snowed in, not snowed in, iced in. The roads are icy and I can't leave. Well, I guess if I really wanted to, I could, but pretty much everything's closed and canceled. So what have I done today? I woke up, I had pizza for breakfast, Oreos, and then I had potato chips, and then I had more pizza, and then I had an orange and a banana. Damage control. A couple months ago, I kind of embarrassed myself at my job. It wasn't even anything that crazy. I think that like living is embarrassing, and I embarrassed myself, okay? I'm not even gonna it wasn't that bad, but my elbow just popped. I embarrassed the flip out of myself, and like every time I'd shower, I'd think about it. Every time I try to go to bed, I'd think about it. Like I was losing my mind. I was losing sleep. It was gnawing at my brain. And usually whenever I start to feel like that, what I do to make myself feel better is I think about other embarrassing things that I've done and I've lived through, because then it like helps. I don't know why, it just does, because then I'm like, oh, if I survive that, I can survive anything. So I started thinking about embarrassing things I've done in high school to make myself feel better, which is a long list. It's a very long list. Where's my phone actually? And I started thinking about these things and I started giggling to myself. I remember I was in the shower and I was thinking about it and I started giggling to myself. I was like, that's so funny that I did that. And I thought it was kind of funny, so now I'm gonna share with the class. I'm just gonna share with the class. It's hot. Why is it so hot? And it's like 16 degrees outside. So I made a list of the things that I was playing in my head over and over to make myself feel better. Where is it? A list of the things that I will never live down for the rest of my life on this planet, and that I have no way to cope with. Number 1, the Nixon presentation. This one on the embarrassment level is like, if 1 is like eh and 10 is like you move states, this one's like a 5. It's really not that bad, but for some reason, once again in my head, this was like fucking me up for years of showers where I just think about this, years of sleepless nights. It wasn't even there's way more on here that's much worse, and even those like didn't fuck me up that bad. But this one fucked me up so bad. Like it was just so like, it's physical pain when I think about these things. And it's not even that embarrassing. I don't know why it was fucking me up that bad. Okay, let's begin. The Nixon presentation, okay? I gave these like movie titles. Oh, like I don't know. Okay, so senior year of high school, right? Senior year of high school. This is the backstory. I'm scared. Why am I scared? Senior year of high school. I was kind of a loner. I think I probably thought like, oh, I should be outgoing. I should try to make friends. By the time senior year came around, I was like, oh, who gives a flying fuck? Who cares? So I just talked to my two besties, and I didn't talk to anyone else. So there's this one class, my last class, my 3rd class of the day, honors government. It was kind of a big class. There's a lot of people. This is really not that bad of a story. There's so much worse than this coming. Everybody in this class had like a friend. Every single person. Even there was like the cool kid. There wasn't the cool kids, but there's like outgoing people. They would have their friend group over there. And then there would be like there was these 2 girls who like weren't even that talkative, but they had each other. They were besties. There was even a table where like all of the like quieter kids, because I had known some of them from like middle school, these hoes were quiet. Like these were like the, not nerdy, but let's be real, we're all nerdy, but you know what I'm trying to say, like the artsy, I don't really know, but they just weren't, I don't know. Even they had their own freaking table, okay? Even they had their own little group of people they would talk to. I was the only person in this class that did not talk to nobody. Genuinely the only person. I didn't know nobody. I wasn't friends with nobody. So imagine my fear every time there would be like a group project, because I was the only fucking person that had no one to be like, oh my god, you're gonna be, no, I had no one. The only person. Did I mention that? I was the only person that didn't have, I'm getting flashbacks. Basically, we had a group project. End of the year, end of the semester. Huge project. It was gonna be like fucking 5 test grades in one. It was like a huge project. And I think we were gonna be partners with whoever we sat at a table with. So it was me and these 2 dudes. It was me and this one guy who was like, I hate saying popular. That's so cringe. Like actually, he was popular. He was outgoing. He was on the football team. This is so cringe. If these people ever fucking watch this, I'm gonna jump off a bridge. I mean it. I mean it. But like, he was on the football team. He was cool. Like he was cool. He was one of the cool kids. He was cool. And this other guy, he usually was like friends with the quiet kids. This is so fucking, I'm so sorry. There were these 2 guys, right? They weren't even friends for real. They weren't even, but they were both like cool. Cooler than me. And we were partners. We were in a group. Basically, the project was supposed to be that every group got a president and you were supposed to give a speech for your president about why they were the best president in history. And each group was gonna like go head to head and argue for their president. It was a fire project. Honestly, she ate. And she said, we're not doing the last 3. As she shouldn't. I don't think Biden was president, actually. Oh wait, no, we did do Obama. She said we're not doing the last 2. That's still bold of her, but I guess everybody loved Obama. She said we're not doing the last 2 because then someone was gonna get shot. You know what I mean? If we started arguing for the last 2, no, someone was gonna get shot. However many groups there were from the big O down, and as you can guess, my group got Nixon. What was it called? He did something, it was called something. Fuck, what did he do? He did something specific that was like really bad. What did Nixon do? The Watergate. He did Watergate, okay, whatever. And I don't even know why, but maybe it was my idea, but I pretty much did all the work. There's supposed to be like one person was gonna speak, only one person. I said, I'll do it. I don't know why I would ever volunteer myself to do that, but I did. And I literally wrote the whole thing. I don't even know if these fuckers were on the fucking Google Doc, but I remember it being like my idea to just do all the work. I think because I also didn't know them for real, and it would have been like weird. I don't know what the fuck. It would have been weird to like work together. I literally did the whole shit, but let me tell you, I put my fucking toes in it. I put my whole soul into this freaking thing. I had my little speech going, and in it I would throw shots at the other presidents. Something about I don't remember, but I really ate down like something about the Vietnam War, and I was talking about how like whoever was before him, like Reagan or some shit, I was like, you drafted everybody and you fucked up our economy, and Nixon solved that. I don't really remember, but I really ate down. That's all I remember, is I put my actual toes in it. Throwing shots at the other presidents. I couldn't say shit about Obama.
There's no maybe.
There's no shots to throw. There actually is several. I think I would show them my laptop in class and they'd be like, damn. And I'd be like, right, damn. Like I knew I ate. And I was like, let me make these dudes proud. Let me make my boys proud. I did not know these people. 4 days to presentation, right? Boom. I get the flu, unvaccinated. I'm actually currently unvaccinated and I really need to do something about that. Besides the point, it was pretty freaking bad. It was pretty freaking bad. I was just popping Addies, excuse me. I was popping Tylenols, acetaminophen for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to keep myself alive. And then I went to the doctor. I got actual prescription meds, so I didn't take acetaminophen while we waited for that to be ready at the pharmacy, so I wouldn't, you know, double it and pass it to the next person of acetaminophen. So I was like raw dogging it, no meds, for like a couple hours, and then my fever hit 105. And then my mom came in and freaked out. She gave me medicine. I saw her take the thermometer and like check my temperature, and I was like, it's gonna be bad. Like I was like laying there like, I couldn't even talk, but I like knew, oh, when she checks that, she's gonna start panicking. And she saw the number and she did start panicking. I was like, oh, I wonder what it's at. Cause she was like, oh shit. And then started trying to get the medicine. But like I said, I had done all of the work. I think only I had the Google Doc for real, so I couldn't not go, because we would all simply fucking fail. And then my teacher was like being like, if you have to miss today, don't miss presentation day. Like you can't really make it up, you have to, because everyone was like, she moved all the chairs to be in a circle so we could like argue with each other or whatever about who was the best president. And she was like, you can't really make it up. In hindsight, it's like you could have easily just sent it to one of them, but also like I couldn't let my boys down. I couldn't let my bros down. It's my 3rd class. I didn't go to school for my first class or my 2nd class because I was dying. But I pulled up right when that 3rd class started, and I just meshed into the hall and I tried to fit in while everyone was changing classes. And then I went to my 3rd class. I remember, you know that feeling whenever you have a fucking fever and you're like on so many meds and you feel like so like cloudy and like high almost. So it was pretty, I mean, you are literally high on drugs. I felt that. I remember I sat down, I started texting my friends and I was like, bro, I should not be here. I should not have come here. Cause I came in like, I mean, like I said, the whole classroom was rearranged and it was presentation day and like everybody was so high energy. I was like, and everybody was like, ah, and I was like drool coming out of my mouth. And I was texting my friends, I was like, bro, I should not fucking be here. I'm panicking. I was like, I'm about to go into the hallway and pass out. I'm about to actually start, and they're like, Mezzy, calm down. I'm like, I was laying in bed 10 minutes ago and now I'm in this class and I have to fucking give a speech. I sit down with my crew. My teacher's like giving the rules again, I guess. And then she mentions a minimum time and a time limit. I remember being like, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this is 2 minutes worth of shit. And they're like, it's fine, just talk slow. It's fine, just talk slow. And they were kind of popular. Like, maybe I need to stress that they were. At least one of the dudes was, like I said, football team. And I did all the work, and I'm like, it's their grade too. Like, I really can't fuck this up. You know, there's a lot riding on this. I don't think we were first, but I start going. And like I said, I was like cracked out, like not like cracked like you're cracked at Fortnite, cracked out like I was on crack. I can't feel anything, I don't know where I am, you know, actually floating, right? Don't ignore, I'm gonna be holding random objects throughout this, just I keep grabbing random shit, I don't know. Yeah, I start going and I start like freaking the fuck out in my head, and I start talking like faster. Like, I don't know, I started like rapping. I don't know why I started going so fucking fast, but you know, in your head you're like trying to get it over with, so I start going really, really, really fast. Dude, you see what I mean? Like, I'm getting like chills thinking about this. I'm actually getting chills. I'm tearing up. Aww. Classroom, I'm getting chills. Classroom, 30 people. 30 people. My teacher. I'm crying. All the seats are like in a circle. All the seats are in a circle. Imagine everybody looking at you in a circle. But I started rapping. I started beatboxing in the middle of my presentation. Like, get to the point, man. This is like the complete end of the story. Just wrap it up. The guy. Sorry, but just get a grip. The guy. I start seeing this hand motion. I start seeing that under the table. Why am I seeing that? Why am I seeing that? I start seeing this hand. Dude, it's not even that. Like, I can see like the whole classroom staring at me like. And it's not even like, if it was like your friends, it's like one thing, but I don't know anybody in this bitch. My teammates start going like this under the table. They're like this. Let me reenact. They start going like this. I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm still going. As I'm still rapping. I literally started as I'm talking. As I'm talking. They start whispering. They start whispering. They start whispering. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. I kid you not, like, I probably started so well, and I just started like, because I started freaking the fuck out. I felt ill, I was anxious, and they started going, slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh my god, oh my god. I bet the whole class probably heard them whispering. Oh my god. They probably heard them whispering that shit to me, which is even more embarrassing. Yeah, and then I like, you know, I was like, and then I finished and the whole class was just like, probably. Everyone was like, even my teacher, like, I'm pretty sure she set a timer, and I think she like saw it and she was just like, okay, who's next? Imagine you're mid-presentation, mid-talking, the motherfuckers next to you are, slow down, slow down. Presentation speed run. But yeah, that's the Nixon presentation. That's literally, I think it's kind of funny now. I'm over it. There's a couple months ago where I would literally be like sitting in my room, and I would once again I'd start to hear the slow down whispers. Like, I'm actually traumatized. Slow down, slow down. And I'm like, in the comfort of my own home, 3 years after graduating, two popular boys, the two popular boys who I took the whole responsibility, and I'm presenting it, and they're like, who the fuck is this bitch, and why is she rapping right now? Why did we make Eminem the presenter? Presenter. After I was like, I'm sorry, I don't think we hit the time, and they're like, it's fine. Moving on. This next one is called Thanksgiving and Culinary. The same two boys. The same two motherfuckers. My last block was Honors Gov. My first block was Culinary, which was really fun. We cooked so much in there. I loved my teacher. It was great. But this room, right? This culinary room had no windows and had one door but the door went into another room and then there was another door. So there was no fucking ventilation is what I'm trying to say. Even if you had that door open, the other door that actually led to the hallway would be closed. So it's, you know, 8:45 a.m. Every day my school day would start with us hot boxing onions. Hot boxing onion smell. We literally had a how to cook eggs, like week-long course seminar, whatever, and our quiz would literally be like, go into the kitchen and give me an over easy. But what I'm trying to say, for like a week, all we would do is go in there and cook eggs, which don't smell that bad. It was mostly the onions. Like, it's high school, your classes are an hour and a half in a room with no windows, no fucking doors practically, hot boxing. And then we go to our next classes. And I think there was some times, okay, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, but basically Thanksgiving. During the entire month of November, we practiced Thanksgiving food, which is like fucking onions and rosemary over top of a bunch of fucking food. I don't even know what the hell I think it was stuffing actually that we were cooking. Yeah, so a casual Tuesday, we hotboxed fucking like turkey stuffing. Focus on me. Focus on me. Same class, same era, so I'm still sitting at a table with these two popular boys. This one's really fucking bad actually. On a scale of ones like 10, this might be a 10. Like, this is really bad. I sit down. I feel like everything's normal. I think I was sitting, no, one dude sat in front of me, one sat beside me, and then we were like in a little triangle vibe, right? Love triangle. No, we were in a triangle vibe. And I sit down and the football guy, maybe like a minute passed. Oh, a minute passed and he was like, is the glare really bad? I'm taking off my glasses. No, something's not right. But what did he even say? I think he was like, no, yeah, something is like, and I clocked it and I was like, it's me. Because if I didn't say anything, it would seem like I didn't know that I stunk. And maybe that I stunk all the time. So I needed them to know immediately that I knew it was me, that I had an excuse. I was like, it's me. The second he was like, yeah, it's me. They were like, huh? And I was like, no, I have culinary first block. And we're doing Thanksgiving. We're in our Thanksgiving era. And they were both like, oh. I was like, thank you. You see what I mean? Because if I had sat there and didn't say nothing, they'd be like, no, she actually smells like BO. But it's like, oh, she cooked with onions. Okay. So that made me want to kill my... So it was really tough for me. So I immediately called my parent. I called my mom to come pick me up. I'm pretty sure I texted her like, emergency, come pick me up from school right now. Emergency. And she probably thought my school was getting shot up. No, she didn't. She came really calm, but I think I told her, like, I wonder if I told her the whole thing. I started blowing up her phone. I said, please, mom, please come pick me up. Please come pick me up. Because I could drive, but I couldn't just get up out of the class and leave. I needed, like, to get signed out, which I was thinking about this the other day. I could have literally just probably told her to call my school and tell them that I had, like, a doctor's appointment or something and to let me leave and calm me down. But instead, I made her fucking pull up. And I wondered, do you think it was obvious that I was embarrassed? Because yeah, in like 10 minutes she pulled up and got me because I stunk. I stink and my classmates are recognizing it. So she came to the front office. The front office called the class that I was in, called my teacher. This is before Maze, okay? So they only knew me by my government name, okay? My government name that looks like Arabic to the untrained eye. And that's like another thing I didn't think. I was like, here we fucking go. Whoever was at the front desk called my teacher. I have no memory of how long it took actually. I think I trauma erased it because I had to sit there in my stink with these two people who just told me that I stink to my face for like probably 10-15 minutes. Imagine that. So they called my teacher and I knew it was for me, but she was like, hello? Huh? Who? I think she was like, who is it? I'm sorry, who is it? Because you're supposed to say like, oh, can you send down blah 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 to the main office? But like I said, Arabic to the untrained eye. So there was this kid in there. Should I say his government name or is I fucked up? His name was Samaj. There's this kid in there, his name was Samaj. And Miss B was like, who? She was like, what? Like Samaj? What? My mom was right there. You could have been like, I don't fucking know. But she hung up the phone. She was like, yes, Samaj. They're picking you up. And he was like, what? And he was sitting with his group of dudes, his group of guy friends, and they're like, oh, lucky you, you get to miss the lesson, you don't have to do work, take me with you. They're making jokes, I'm in the back like this. I'm like, is he gonna get sent down to my mommy? Is he gonna get sent down? My mom's gonna stand there like, That is not my daughter. Who is this 6'2" male? But they're like, yeah, lucky you get to go. I'm like this. and Samaj was like, what? He was like, no, I don't remember. Dude, the horror that was just, I was like, there's no way. He was like, what? I don't remember having an appointment. I think it's me. I think it's for me. And then the whole, dude, this class, oh my god. The whole class went quiet. And they were like, and they're like, oh, yeah, I have an appointment. And then I got up and I left. And my mom was like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, imagine you're sitting at a table with someone and the first thing out of your mouth is, holy fuck, you smell like shit. And they just happen to get picked up. Once again, senior year. Who the fuck is getting picked up senior year when I saw you drive to school? But this is the thing. That class is at 9 a.m. I leave school at 2 p.m. So this class that I was in right now was at like 12:30. And the second I stepped in there, they said, holy shit, what is that smell? So, what happened in that second block though? What happened in that second block? Was I stinking that bitch up and nobody said shit? And I think one of them was like, yo, yeah, I used to take that class. Like, they're very chill about it. But it's like, once again, after I explained it to them, like, we're all still just sitting there. And it's like, I can't just sit here and do my work when you just told me to my face that I'm burning your nose hairs off. It was more awkward than embarrassing. Okay, the next one's the worst fucking one. This one's called, Does Mary Live Here? I'll be popping bottles, sparkles and champagne. Name changed for privacy reasons. Once again, this is the worst one. 10 out of 10. I don't know how I'm alive right now when I'm living having done this a couple months ago. But I'm not embarrassed by it. I have no idea how the Nixon presentation was like fucking me up. I almost have to seek therapy about that shit. But this one, I'm like, it's kind of funny. So basically, backstory. I don't know why it's a running joke in multiple friends I have that I am a bad driver. I've had some really embarrassing moments on the road, whatever, especially when I'm nervous. I was picking up my coworker that I did not know that well from her house that I'd never been to before to go to a party at another house that I'd never been to before. Amazing idea. Amazing idea on my part. I think I was late because I was already stressed the fuck out. I was already so stressed out. I was driving to her house, shitting bricks, just so stressed out, missing turns. I had to get on the highway. I'm like swerving, you know. I get to like her neighborhood part. I already had made like 16 different driving mistakes by this point, but the numbers on the houses, I could barely see the fucking numbers on the houses. So I was driving like this. This is the road. This is the steering wheel this way. I was driving, tweaking the fuck out, dissociated out of my mind, and I was trying to find her house. I think I couldn't even see the number. I couldn't see the house number, but it looked like where the GPS was pointing to. So I was like, fuck it, I'm pulling in. I'm gonna pull in and like, I think I was gonna pull in and then call her and be like, is it this color house? I don't really know what was going through my mind at this point in time. There was a dude who looked kind of our age mowing the lawn, okay? And I wouldn't say I was distracted by it. I started pulling in. Maybe I was also looking at him, kind of knew her, and I'm like, she didn't say she had a brother. You would say you had a brother. She didn't say she had a brother. Huh? She didn't say she had a brother or nothing. So I was like, is this her house? Because why is there this dude mowing this lawn? And he kind of looks like her. I don't really know. And I pull in frantically. I'm stressed the fuck out. All of a sudden, my car is perpendicular to the road. Okay? I don't know if you've ever like been dissociated out of your mind before, like you feel like you're dreaming, like I wish I had like a brain mechanism on it so I could see what the fuck was happening like chemically in my brain. Literally, like I felt like I was playing GTA or something. Anyway, I crashed my car, right? Into the ditch. That's on the side of her driveway. But I've also never lived in a neighborhood where there's fucking ditches beside the damn driveways. I've never seen that. Okay, look at my eyebrows also. I got them done.
Come on now, noodles and bacon.
Come on now, noodles and bacon.
So my car fucking explodes. homeboy that was mowing the lawn. The driveway was right next to where he was mowing the lawn. So I fucking imagine you're mowing the lawn and someone fucking crashes their car into the side of your house like 1 inch away from you. I literally fell into this ditch probably like 4 feet from him. Like the loudest sound. It's like a, I don't want to make a loud sound, but it was like a, it was really loud, okay? And it was right beside him. He comes up. This is so comical. I don't know what's wrong with me. I wish I could tell you. He comes up. I'm in the, I'm like this. My car's like this. I'm like this. And I roll down the window. And he walks up and he's like, and I roll down. And I was like, does Mary live here?
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
Does Mary live here? Yeah. That's the first fucking thing I said. I needed to make sure, because imagine if I had done this at at their neighbor's house or something. Some random dude's house. I was like, at least I'm supposed to be here and I'm her friend, so y'all know me. So you can't be mad at me for doing that. Imagine you're mowing the lawn, somebody in your driveway. You walk up to the supposedly drunk person at the front. They roll to the window. Is this Mary's place, right? Does Mary live here? As I'm still in the driver's seat. And he was like, yeah. Do you need help? He probably did think I was drunk. I'm thinking about it. So I get out miraculously. He was like, do you need help? And I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm supposed to drive us to this party. He was like, it's cool, it's cool. We could like hook you up to the thingy-majiggy. I'm so fucking tired. I need to turn this camera off. Yeah, I get out. I take a picture of my car and I send it to my mom and I just said, I'm sorry. Just a picture of my car like vertical and I just said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's fucking funny. And I think she called me. She called me, so I was like, I don't know, I just didn't see it. And then my friend came out. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Her dad had to hook, thank God he like worked in construction or something, had to hook my car up because we would have had to call like a tow truck or some shit. This could have been so much worse. He hooked my car up to his car. I was freaking the fuck out still on the phone with my mom, being like, oh, I don't know. I had to get back in the car. They told me put it in reverse and press the gas. So that's what I did. That's what I did. But like they were trying to talk to me, tell me what to do. But like I said, I was like on the phone with my mom, so I wasn't really listening to what the hell they were saying to me. So for a while I was just sitting there and they're like, hit the gas, hit the gas. And I was like, oh shit. It's all three of them now. My friend, her cousin, I thought it was her cousin, and her dad. So I was like, oh shit, hold on mom. They're telling me to hit the gas. So I hit the gas. I floor that shit. I'm still on the phone with my mom, so I'm not really paying attention. And I come out of the ditch. I've never had to do this before. I didn't know. My foot was still on the gas. So I start backing up into her dad's car who's pulling me out of the ditch. I get this freaking close before my brain finally registers. You should probably, you know, take your foot off the gas now. And they're all screaming. They're like, stop! It was kind of funny. It was her and her cousin standing outside trying to direct me. They're like, stop! And then I slammed on the brake. This close to her dad's freaking truck. And by this point her fucking neighbors, or at least one of her neighbors, was standing outside in his driveway watching like, who is this drunkie? You know what I mean? And I was like, sorry guys. But I was like, I'm sorry. He was like, it's okay. And then we went to the party. One more story before I fall asleep in the middle of this fucking shit. This is really short, but it's kind of fucking funny. This was in 8th grade. This was so long ago. I don't know how I remember this shit. This is really short, but it's kind of funny. Basically, all throughout like middle school, I had a running joke of myself. A running joke that I would tell people where every time somebody would yawn, specifically a boy, they would yawn and their eyes would water, and I would be like, if I knew them, excuse me, I wouldn't do, actually, that's a lie. I do this to everybody and anybody. I don't care if I knew you or not. I'd be like, oh my God, John, what's wrong? What's wrong? Maybe that's fucked up, but I thought it was funny. Guys, wait, stop. Like, stop. No, what's wrong? Wait, talk to us, wait. Wait, no, only I know what's wrong. Like, he told me earlier, guys, like, don't. It's pretty fucking funny. That was the funniest shit ever, I thought. And one time I came into class and there was this guy who was, you already can tell where this is going. There was actually this same guy was in that government class, but he wasn't on my team, he was just in that class. Also pretty popular. I think he was on the baseball team. Especially in my middle school. He was fucking popular in my middle school. One time, him and his girlfriend in 8th grade broke up. This might be related to that. No, I don't think it was. And my fucking teachers, 8th grade, we were like 13. My teachers are coming up to me like, did they break up? Oh my God, wait, did they actually break up? these fucking 13-year-olds. No, he was part of, I'm getting so fucking off topic, but he was freaking popular, okay? And whenever they're popular, it makes the story worse. And whenever they're like known and liked by the community, if it was some rando, it'd be like, eh. But it was like, fuck. I walk into class, I saw somebody, him, sitting with like watery eyes. They didn't have like their head down on the table. They weren't trying to hide it. He was just sitting with watery eyes and like sniffling. I was like, wait, why is Jacob crying? And then my friend at the table next to him, was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, oh my God. That's a good one. That is a good one, honestly. And I like sat almost next to him too, and I just had to sit down and I was like, oh my God. And it's like, how do you explain that? The people probably thought I was just a bitch. Like, they probably thought I was just a bitch, but it's like, no, like, the kids in that class probably didn't know about my joke. You know what I mean? Everybody walked in, wait, why is Jacob crying? Oh shit. I'm sure he hated me for the, you know, the rest of the, we went to school together for 4 more years after that. I'm sure he hated me for all 4 of those. I'm sorry. Okay, that's it. I hope that was funny. It probably wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm tired.